Here we go. Another interesting match. Possibly a first time ever, as we haven't seen David Cassity since NCW Storm, losing his opportunity to become Hardcore Champion once again, and losing his Undisputed Championship in the main event. But now Cassity is back. He is looking to get that Undisputed title back. Two-time Hardcore Champion, two-time Undisputed Champion. Looking to make it 3. But of course, tonight he has to beat the Intercontinental Champion on his return match. And a lot of people know that Eddie Knight is not the easiest man to beat, especially coming back after an injury. But there is the Intercontinental Champion, the 6th-time Intercontinental Champion. This is going to be an interesting clash of styles. David Cassity with his street fighting style. Eddie Knight with his amateur wrestling style. And of course, Eddie Knight has his match with Okada for that Intercontinental title at NCW Revolution. He and Okada have crossed paths before for that Undisputed title, but now they're looking to do battle again for Eddie Knight's Intercontinental Championship. And David Cassity, a victory over the Intercontinental Champion could set him up for a title opportunity in the future if he is unable to recapture the Undisputed title. Well, here we go. Cassity versus Knight. And here we go. These two men looking to square up middle of the ring. No, Eddie Knight nailing that back suplex to start this one off. David Cassity was looking for a strength to test. Eddie Knight said, nah, not gonna happen tonight. And here we go, back up to 1 foot. Oh, 1 knee I should say. Neck breaker, butterfly suplex. And Eddie Knight is just not giving David Cassity any breathing room in this one, as he's heading up to the top rope, looking for a frog splash. Cassity now able to avoid that kick, looking maybe a German suplex, but no, Eddie Knight able to counter, looking for his own German suplex. But Cassity was able to counter. Now a back slam turned into a Uranagi. And David Cassity now hooking that head, releasing Eddie Knight. Was it a wise chase? We don't know, but here we go. Irish whip off the rope, collision. And now Knight, Irish whip into the corner. And David Cassity there to catch him with that DDT. And David Cassity looking to work off that ring rust. There he goes, looking for an angle slam. Or an Olympic slam, I should say, but either way, up to the top rope. David Cassity goes. Oh, and tried for an elbow drop, and nobody home. Here he goes, looking for the cover. 1. Stomp to the face. David Cassity in trouble here. Eddie Knight looking for a sit-out powerbomb off that deadlift. David Cassity got caught there. Irish whip now off the rope. I'm not sure what Eddie Knight was thinking there. Maybe going for that knee. Maybe thinking for a clothesline. But either way, he wasn't able to hit his intended target. But that heel kick to the face. Oh, and now roundhouse kick to the body. Looking for that Knight sword. Oh, and that could be it. But no, Eddie Knight has other plans. But a former Undisputed Champion Oh, but David Cassity caught that boot. Tried for a forearm smash to the face and got caught, and here he goes, runs him into the turnbuckle. And David Cassity just collapses to the ground looking for the cover here. One. Only a 1 count. Look at that, Cassity back to his feet after taking that kick. Picking Eddie Knight up. Look at that power, and here he goes looking for the Cassity crusher. And that could be it for the Intercontinental Champion. Rolls him over, hooks the leg closest to the rope. 1, 2. Ooh, and Eddie Knight able to kick out. Cassity nearly had him beat. And what a victory would have been to pin the Intercontinental Champion. And here he goes, big forearm smash, another one. Eddie Knight just getting hit from all angles here. Big forearm followed up with a bulldog from the corner. And now David Cassity lining him up. Oh, looking to punt his head off like a runaway truck with his brakes cut. David Cassity looking exploder suplex. Launched him across the ring. But now, what does David Cassity do? What does Eddie Knight do? Because he is getting hit from all angles. And now, David Cassity, what is he thinking here? Top rope, superplex, oh my god. What an impact. Nearly destroying Eddie Knight. If you think Okada went to a war with Evan Edwards, it was nothing compared to this one. But Eddie Knight back to his feet, dragon screw, trying to tear apart that knee. And back into the ring we go. Eddie Knight so far has been able to survive the onslaught of David Cassity. But here he goes, drop kick. Cassity back to his feet to be introduced with the bottom of Eddie Knight's feet yet again. And here he goes, diving cross body. Eddie Knight looking perhaps for that modified Knight sword again. But doesn't go for the pinfall, instead looking to pick David Cassity up again. Once again, looking for a Knight's bomb. Can he connect? Look at that balance and look at that power in Knight's bomb. But hand under the bottom rope, of course. Eddie Knight failed to hit where he needed to hit the most, and that was in the middle of the ring. But look at this deadlift gut wrench suplex. Eddie Knight has Cassity back to his feet, tries for a whip to the face, or a chop to the face. And David Cassity with that brawler style, heading top rope now. Begging Eddie Knight to stand here, and David Cassity now, oh, diving chop to the back of the head, heading top rope yet again. Looking for an elbow drop. As he goes in for the cover. 1, 2, but no, Eddie Knight able to kick out. David Cassity now heads to the corner, posing for the crowd. That could be your next undisputed champion. David Cassity now, what is he thinking here? Perhaps a reverse Cassity crusher. And a Cassity boot. And still not done. David Cassity looking to send a statement here. Oh, but he took a back elbow to the head there. And here we go, Eddie Knight looking for that Knight sword. Yet again connects, but again doesn't go for the cover. Shot to the face, Eddie Knight now thinking teardrop suplex. Doesn't release the hold. Goes for a second teardrop suplex. And still holding on for a third teardrop suplex. And now Eddie Knight heads to the corner. Celebrating there. And now Eddie Knight looking to put David Cassity down for the count. With one more. Knight's bomb. And this time middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3. No, able to kick out. Here we go, big shoulder tackle. Eddie Knight goes down. David Cassity looking to put it away himself now. But Eddie Knight able to see it coming. Goes for a kick to the body. David Cassity dragon screw to the knee. And now dragging Eddie Knight out of the corner, goes for the cover. 1, 2, and Eddie Knight able to kick out. David Cassity, snapmare takedown. Tries for a back elbow, busted on that elbow. Oh, kick to the body. No, tried for a headbutt and got caught with a back elbow. Here we go. Knight sword. I think that's got to be for a 4th time. Eddie Knight is bent on destroying David Cassity. And here he goes one more time. Looking for the ninth bomb. Oh, and that could be it. 1, 2, 3. No. David Cassity able to get the shoulder up just in a nick of time. David Cassity doesn't want to be the man who holds the belt. He wants to be the champion who makes the title relevant. And you can't do that if you're losing to another champion. Oh, and a Cassity boot. David Cassity goes for the cover. 1, 2, and no, Eddie Knight able to kick out. David Cassity thought he had this one won. This is what the top of the food chain tastes like. You go up against the best of the best, and Eddie Knight is definitely one of the best as he nails that headbutt. Referee telling Eddie Knight to calm down. We need to check on David Cassity. As Eddie Knight looking for the cover now. 1, 2. Cassity refuses to stay down as he takes a kick to the side of the head. Eddie Knight now heading up to the top rope. And Eddie Knight now looking moonsault. Oh, connects with the mark. Beautifully landed. And Eddie Knight, oh, gets counted there. There we go, DDT by David Cassity. And David Cassity now looking one more time, one more opportunity. Looking for the Cassity Crusher. And that could be it. Can he put away Eddie Knight off that? Dragging him middle of the ring, a bit of a mistake there, but rolls him over for the cover. Hooks the leg. Can he get the 3? 1, 2, 3, and David Cassity with a big victory en route to his Undisputed Championship rematch. But what kind of injuries did he take in this match? There was a point in the match the referee wanted to stop this. And I can't blame him. Eddie Knight, one of the most brutalist men on the roster, but how do you counter pure brutality? A man with nothing but pure heart, pure determination to become the best of the best. And he has one more chance to prove that before Chaos Mania 2. Can he win that Undisputed Championship back and have it firmly around his waist? Have to find out in the coming weeks. Here we go, next match. And so far, the French Alliance have yet to be able to pick up any sort of victory over Unstable. Tizza had a match with Drew Kennedy, which ended in his defeat. And then they went to war with Unstable in an 8-man match. It was the French Alliance teamed with Lucha Rainbow taking on the 4 members of Unstable. However, Unstable yet again picking up another victory. Tonight, we get the 3rd chapter of this rivalry. We get Oscar, the French Muscle, taking on Spike Masters in his singles debut. But of course, Corvo Jack, he gets the leader of Unstable at NCW Revolution. He gets him by defending his United States title against the Madman. But you also have the French Alliance challenging Unstable for the 6-man tag team titles. Corvo Jack says there needs to be a change in NCW, there needs to be a revolution, there needs to be an evolution, and there needs to be a takeover. The French Alliance looking to do exactly that, but first they got to get through the 3 monsters that have been running the place and take the Holy Grails, that is the 6-man tag team championships. But so far, that may be easier said than done. In fact, Corvo Jack could lose his Holy Grail in the form of the United States Championship. Look at that, Oscar. He is waiting to make his singles debut tonight. He was impressive in that 8-man tag team match on episode 28. But now, here comes Unstable. There is Spike Masters. He is the man who will be competing tonight. You got the number 1 contender for the United States title, Tyson Steele, and you got Drew Kennedy, a man who has held plenty of gold in NCW. 2-time United States champion, 1-time light heavyweight champion, and the current 6-man tag team champion, Tyson Steele. He has yet to taste singles gold. Spike Masters, on the other hand, look at his impressive resume. 3-time NCW World Tag Team Champion, 3-time Hardcore Champion, and the current 6-man tag team champion. Of course, there is another member to Unstable, and he is the number 1 contender for the Cruiserweight title. So Unstable could come back to episode 31, the Road to Chaos Mania, with 4 championships. And look at that, just laying in those right hooks there. Spike Masters. Ooh, takes a shot to the body there. Here we go. DDT by Oscar. Of course, he is the big man in the French Alliance, but he is nothing compared to the size of Spike Masters. 450 pounds of pure evil, pure destruction. But of course, difference between Oscar and Spike Masters is Oscar's can study Spike Masters. Spike Masters has yet to study Oscar. But don't try to headbutt Spike Masters. That's like hitting a brick wall. And of course, the first one knocked him down. The second one couldn't make contact. Oh, and a big lariat to the back of the head. This is what Corvo Jack, Tizza, and Oscar will have to deal with in that 6-man war match. But of course, if they can get an elimination on any of them, at least the first elimination, then they could have a chance of becoming 6-man tag team champions. But Oscar already busted open, and this match only started about 3.5 minutes ago at that. And look at Oscar now, just enraged at being busted wide open here. A snapmare takedown and a chin lock. He's got Spike Masters grounded, but grounded not good enough. You have to put him out. And Spike Masters now putting Oscar top rope. And even then, Spike Masters still out heights him. Here we go, looking DDT, no. Backdrop. Oscar tried the fight. But look at this, Spike Masters is going to town, and Corvo Jack does not like what he is seeing, because this is his power game to counter Spike Masters. His power game is currently being destroyed. And here we go, looking for that merry-go-round. And that could have been the end of Oscar, and Corvo Jack calling out to him saying kick out. And luckily able to hear him, but his head's got to be ringing there. Because he just got nearly decapitated with that lariat. And here we go, looking for the cutthroat slam. And into the cover. 1, 2, 3, no, able to kick out. Oscar nearly beaten there by Spike Masters. That would have been the third straight loss to Unstable that the French Alliance would have suffered. And here we go, Snake Eyes, about 8 feet in the air. And here we go, back to his feet, but staggered, but Oscar able to fight out of it. Here he goes, back suplex. But what does Oscar do here to put away Spike Masters, if it's even possible? Look at these sharp knees to the body, one straight to the side of the head. And here we go, Irish whip now into the corner. Set up top rope. And look at this, power slam. And into the cover. 1, 2. Ooh, able to kick out just before the 3 count. Oscar fighting back. And here he goes up on the shoulders. Spin out. Oh, into that power slam. Into that Uranagi slam, I should say. 1, 2. And that was almost enough to put away Spike Masters, but not quite. There he goes, big lariat. Another one. These clotheslines barely knocking down Spike Masters, but look at this. Tyson Steele has to get himself involved, doesn't he? Oscar's saying, I'm going to beat your monster. And look at this, Spike Masters with the power game, easily lifting him up and running him into that top turnbuckle, just tossing him into the middle of the ring. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Ooh, and able to kick out. I don't know about kicking out, but he got the shoulder up. Spike Masters. Oh, a vicious low blow. Tisda did not like what he saw there. And here we go. Back. These Irish curse backbreakers, one after the other, trying to snap him in half. And there's a trifecta. Will it be enough to put away Oscar? No, Spike Masters looking to break Oscar in half here. Looking for the spear of Spike. Oh, turned into a DDT. And Oscar is showing life. And here he goes. Once again. Oh, Spike Masters shots to the chin there. And into the cutthroat slam yet again. That could be the impact to end Oscar's night. No, able to kick out yet again. How is he still fighting? How is this man who is making his singles debut surviving this long against Spike Masters of all people? There are veterans who don't last this long against him. And now Spike Master's looking to rip out the arms of Oscar. But the longer this match goes, the more damage Oscar takes, heading into that 6-man tag team title match. Oh, and a back elbow. No, not a back elbow. He nailed the elbow to the head of Spike Masters. Can he get the cover? And not quite. Surprisingly, Unstable hasn't gotten involved as much as I thought they would. But now Oscar looking to tweak the neck here. Big shot there. Counter. Oscar is definitely giving a fight here to Spike Masters. Oh, what a vicious headbutt. Knocks him out. And now Spike Masters looking once again to rip him in half. Last time he failed. This time looking to connect with the spear of Spike. And for a third time, could be the nightmare. Here he goes. Cutthroat slam. And that could be it for Oscar. 1, 2, 3. And a third victory for Unstable in this rivalry against the French Alliance. Tisda was unable to stop Drew Kennedy. Even while teaming with Lucha Rainbow, they were unable to stop the full power of Unstable. And now Oscar has fallen. A gutsy performance, but a fall nonetheless to Spike Masters. And all that remains is Corvo Jack versus that man, Tyson Steele. And that will happen at Revolution for the United States title. But the question is, how will the French Alliance do in a 6-man tag team match with the gold on the line against these 3 monsters? Here we go, champion versus champion. That is true, but neither title is on the line. But an opportunity for a championship is on the line. And Clark Oliver Morrison successfully defending that hardcore title last week against Buddy Andrews in a very dominant performance. But of course he knows his hardcore title is a stepping stone to what he really wants, and he's willing to vacate it if he can win this match tonight and move on to the main event of NCW Revolution. We've seen Evan Edwards pick up a victory tonight. We've seen David Cassity pick up a victory tonight. But will it be Clark Oliver Morrison's turn to pick up another victory to make him the 3rd challenger for King Gutta's undisputed title at Revolution? Look at this, Clark Oliver Morrison making his way to the ring. Hasn't held championship gold all year until this point. Of course, he did lead the world, well, he still leads the World Destroyers. He did lead them to championship gold. Of course, those titles did end after a month. But now it is his turn to take the spotlight that he should never have lost. Because in fact, it was because of a fatal 4-way that he lost the Champion of Champions title. And that fatal 4-way did include this man. And there he is, the new NCW Undisputed Champion, Gutta. A former 3-time Intercontinental Champion, a former 2-time Tag Team Champion, 1-time Omega, 1-time Undisputed. Not to mention, he is a former 2-time NCW World Champion, a former Money for Chaos briefcase holder, and he is now the new Undisputed Champion for the first time in his career. truly he can say that he is at the top of the mountain, because when he was world champion, he was just a footnote compared to the champion of champions title, because that man outside the ring was the one who was holding it. But now Gutta can say that he is the man above Clark Oliver Morrison. But those defeats at Chaos Mania, the defeat after Chaos Mania, they still linger in the back of his mind. Tonight is the night he can finally put it to rest. And here we go. Clark Oliver Morrison versus Gutta, number 3. And here we go, tying up in the corner now. Earlier this year, they did fight for those Omega Tag Team titles, where it was Alexander Leonardo Davidson and Clark Oliver Morrison representing the British Empire, the Gentlemen's Club. They did compete against Stacked and Gutta for those Omega Tag titles. Gutta did win, but that was tag team action. Now we're back to singles. And a collision there. Gutta now Irish whip off the ropes. Oh, and a big spear. Cutting Clark in half. And here he goes. Which way is he coming from? Straight down with that chop to the chest. Now Gutta springboard frog splash. Clark able to roll out of the way. These two men main evented Chaos Mania last year, and they want to do it again. They want to go back to back main event of Chaos Mania. Of course, they'll be going up against the winner of the All-Stars tournament. In the A block, you got 4 names. In the B block, you got 2 names. Which one of those 6 men will be the number 1 contender? Will it be DJ Young? Will it be Low-Key Suzuki? Will it be Andy Reeves, Tommy A. Hawkins, Joey Hartman, or Colt Tyson that makes the main event of Chaos Mania? There we go, back to a vertical base now. Oliver Morrison in trouble here. No, not quite. Able to reverse whatever Gutta was scheming. And here we go, former champion of champions, looking for a straight jacket German. And now just grinding the Undisputed Champion's face into the mat. Nailed that elbow across the back, and now looking for a quick pin attempt. Can he make the main event of Revolution? And not quite. Here we go, big knee to the side of the head there. Gutta, what does he have in mind here? Hooking the head. Looking for a brain buster. And could that be it for Clark Oliver Morrison? No, Gutta says, I've got something special in mind for you. And Clark Oliver Morrison said, I'd like to see it because it should be the undisputed title. Well, last week, Clark called Gutta out. He knows that he is in the head of the champion. And tonight, could be looking to put him away with the golden DDT. The move he used to put away Gutta at Chaos Mania. Will he make his claim to the undisputed title? 1, 2, and Gutta able to kick out Clark Oliver Morrison. Almost put away Gutta. But of course they did have a great match for that champion of champions title. Big leg drop there. Now heading top rope. And looking, elbow right to the heart of the champ. Clark Oliver Morrison now has Gutta up back to one knee. But Gutta wisely rolls away there. Clark Oliver Morrison hooking the head here, hanging him up against the ropes and pulling back. Looking to cut the breath of Gutta as he goes in for the cover. Fatal 4-way on the line, but no. Dragon screw by Gutta, goes in for the cover. 1. Ooh, and a kick out there by the Hardcore Champion. Kick to the body. And now looking... Oh, look at that stalling butterfly. Into the suplex. And Morrison not done yet. There he goes. He hit many of these on Gutta in the rivalry. And that one busted him wide open. And holy hell. Gutta was flopping all over the place. And Morrison looking to put him away with a second golden DDT. And that could be it. Morrison could be heading to Revolution 2. And no, Gutta able to kick out of a second golden DDT after being pile drived on his head. Morrison has tried his best to make his way to the main event of Chaos Mania. And this could be the best opportunity he has. A big European uppercut knocking Gutta down. Stomp to the arm. Oh, and a shot to the knee. If Gutta loses tonight, he only gets a 25% chance of walking out of Revolution with that title. And Morrison cracking the neck. He says time to end this, but no, Gutta able to counter there. Shot to the face. Gutta now hooking the head. Looking for that single arm hooked brain buster. And tried this before, didn't connect last time, but now looking to go for that power bomb into the cutter, and that could be it. The Gutta cutter is at it. 1, 2, and no, Morrison able to kick out. Gutta begging him to stand now. The Undisputed Champion looking to hit something big here and tries for a blockbuster. Ended up in a cannonball. Only caught some of it, but it was enough to take down Morrison. There you go, drags the Hardcore Champion back to the middle of the ring. Once again looking for that swaying chop. And now Gutta, what is he thinking here? Charging up for a 450 splash. And hooks the leg. 1, 2, no, not even a 2, just a 1 count. Morrison, back elbow, perfectly planted into the and now once again looking for that pile driver. No, Gutta finally saw it coming. Oh, and a tombstone of his own. Morrison in trouble here. And Gutta now once again looking for that Gutta cutter. And that could be it for Morrison. As Gutta looking for the cover, looking to keep it triple threat. 1, 2. No, Morrison able to kick out of a second one. This is a match that main evented Chaos Mania 1. And this is the reason why these two men will just not give up. They know what they want. They want to be at the top of the food chain. And Gutta once again looking for that chop. And Clark just doesn't like that chop. It is evil. Morrison off the leg sweep looking for a quick desperate pin attempt. Can he put away the Undisputed Champion? And not quite yet. Only a 2 count. Here we go, Morrison maybe thinking tombstone, maybe not, but either way, reverse DDT by the champ, the superior champ, top champ, but only a 2 count. Gutta now picking Morrison back up. Here he goes, looking for a snap mare. Now scissor around the neck, sharp elbows right to the forehead, and Morrison now busted open. The pretty boy bleeding. And that's kind of what you need to expect when you're the Hardcore Champion. Here we go, Gutta looking brainbuster. Can Gutta finally slay his demons over the past year? Big lariat. Can he slay Clark Oliver Morrison? Can he get that image out of the back of his head that Clark Oliver Morrison was the man who stopped him from becoming champion of champions, as he nailed a third and perhaps final Gutta Kata? And will that be it? 1, 2, 3, and Gutta finally puts Clark Oliver Morrison away. And look at that domination. These two men went back and forth, back and forth. Look at that pile driver. And a second golden DDT, but in the end, seems like he's only got 2 challenges to face at NCW Revolution. David Cassity, Evan Edwards. He is the champion you must beat if you want to go to Chaos Mania. But that has been it for episode 29 of NCW Season 2. If you liked any of the matches, please hit that like button, share with your friends, and subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. Hit that notification button to stay up to date with NCW action. Or you can go down into the link description below to follow our 3 Twitters, either NCW's, mine, or NXW, which is our developmental territory. But either way, we are still en route towards NCW Revolution. But this is the final week of the All-Stars tournament, the final round, round 13. Who will be going to NCW Revolution to compete for that All-Stars Championship? We will find out during this week. But for now, this is NeoXtreme saying goodbye, good night, good luck, and see you later. Adios.